Bowls Buddies, good morning and welcome to a beautiful Gag Hills Bowling Club on this wonderful day. It's absolutely glorious. Thanks for joining me. Guys, if you enjoy this video, please hit the like button. And if you're not already a Bowls Buddy and a member of this wonderful community of ours, please hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to click the notification bell for notifications of new content on this channel, which this is one of. So if you've been watching the Tuesday tutorials, and I think they've become quite popular, what we're going to look at today is one that's something that a lot of people have asked me to cover, and it's especially for those who are maybe not particularly confident or beginning or just wanting to improve the game, and they're asking, how do you pick a mark out on the green? Well, the first thing I think you need to know is what marks you want to play, what marks you enjoy playing. Do you like playing corners? Do you like playing up edges, round pegs, straight pegs, 3/4 corners? So what you need to do is go on your home green and work out what you're good at, what you're not so good at, work out what marks you like to play, and then when you go on in a game, you go to your confident marks, the ones you feel the most confidence on, and take it from there. Now, the difficulty can be when you're sending the jack out, maybe you're not picking the line up very well, maybe it's not as easy. I mean, I'm at the stage now where I don't really look for any marks on the green or around the green. I can see the jack line. To me, it stands out quite brightly and I can follow it quite easily. But I remember as a beginner, I had to pick something on the side of the green that I could aim at, and it gave me that confidence to relax a little bit more, just worry about the length I was playing rather than the mark, because if I aim my ball at the point I was looking at, all I needed was to get the pace and I'd have a good ball. And that's really what we're going to talk about today. So if you're a beginner or just wanting to improve, first tip is when you stood on the mat, and you want to play a certain type of mark, have a look if there's something around the edge of the green. Gag Hills is a great place for this, and I'll walk you around and show you the sort of things I would aim at. Things that don't move, basically. Don't be aiming at people's legs, because they could just stand to the side and then you're going to miss the road by that much. So things like bench legs, downspouts, floodlight posts, flowers, bushes, anything that gives you that confidence where you can just forget about what you've watched, aim at what you've aimed at, you'll be fine. Now as you improve, you'll want that aiming spot to get smaller and smaller. So rather than aiming for a floodlight pylon that might be 6 inches wide, you're aiming for a crack in the wall or the thin bench leg or something like that, a very small thing on the side of the green. The less obvious it is, the less help it is to your opponent. You know what you're aiming for, you don't want your opponent to. Let him find out, let him try and follow the jack, let him try and follow your balls, or her of course. And then as you improve even further, maybe instead of looking for things at the side of the green, when you send the jack out, look for marks that the jack has gone over, or aim for a mark on the green. So looking for maybe a little imperfection or a little bit of moss or something that is, you know what you're looking for but your opponent doesn't. And it can also help when you're playing at night and it's dusky. I know a lot of people struggle with their eyesight at that, I know I do, and the line that the jack leaves on the green isn't as obvious. And at that point, maybe looking for something a yard in front of you is the best way to go. So I'll try and show you some of the things I'm talking about. Little blemishes on the green, little marks, and for me, that's the sort of thing, as you improve, you should be looking for. Eventually, once you've practiced all these things, tried them out, you might get to the stage where the jack line you know, is quite obvious to you, and you can watch a jack go out and you can see the line it's leaving on the grass. For me, I send the jack out, my eyes are focused on that jack, and I look all the way back to the mat. I can see the line, and then as I'm about to send, I'm focused on that jack. I'm actually not looking at where I've sent the jack, what line, because my body knows, it's watched, it can see, and it just does it. And that's the stage you want to be getting at. It might be conscious at first, you're looking for a point on the side of the green, then you're bringing it onto the green, and then eventually you might not need any help at all once you've improved and got that little bit better. So, not a massively long session this week, but again, it's something for you to go away, go on your green, look at the marks that you want to play, and look and see if there's a little crack in the boards or a little crack in the wall or something that lines up with what you are wanting to do, the mark you're wanting to play, and use that and let that help you improve. I hope that's been helpful today. I hope it's not been too obvious. I am worried and conscious that some of the things I'm saying to you might be obvious. Things like don't aim for somebody's leg on the side of the green because they could move. You know, I've made that mistake as a beginner because I wasn't thinking properly, wasn't thinking straight, rushing a little bit. Take the time, find a mark, find a spot that lines up with what you're wanting to play, and use that, and you won't go far wrong. I promise you. It will take time, but with practice, a little bit of thought, you'll get there and you'll become a better player very, very quickly, I think. Okay guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you so much for watching today. Like I say, if you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. It does mean an awful lot for the channel. Get yourself out there, get practicing. But guys, please stay safe, and I'll see you on the other side.